Hello, basketball coaches and basketball players. My name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you a few different plays that you can use for that middle school age range. So, first I'm going to show you some plays that you can run with a quick, smaller team so that you can use that size advantage, well, basically, to your advantage. So first, at the middle school age, I would stick to maybe roughly 5-ish plays. So for a smaller team, I would focus on 5-out offenses. You can grab a lot of those offenses from my channel here on YouTube as well as on my website, alsbballtraining.ca. And so from there, some simple 5-out plays. I've gone over these many times. Basically pass and screen away. Or another one could be pass and screen 4, and that would be a screen and roll, which then players would fill in spots. And then the other one would be pass and cut. And now because he passed that way, he needs to fill out this way. In which case, now this player fills, that player goes there. Those are 3 simple 5-out plays that you can run. You can also do specialty plays, stuff like back screens, so double back screen, double cut. They may be open for lob passes, depending on the defense that you're going against and that kind of thing. Some other things that you can run are basically a quick, simple down screen and pop back up, and continuous like that as well. So if nobody becomes open, then you can have at least open shots here. And maybe if they were to get the pass there, this player could roll off, and he may be open for a pass or a shot. And if not, he might be able to screen across, and now you're still in a 5-out, but while he's crossing, he may be open here or here for a shot as well. Some simple, quick 5-out offenses work really well at this age. Now, if you have a bigger team, or you're going against a zone defense with a bigger team, one or the other, you could do stuff like stack offenses. So in a stack offense, you could have 5 running between 4 and 3, popping up. He may be open for a shot, or player 4 would then screen for player 2. 2 would use both of these players as screens, and he may be open for a shot there. Or 3 may be open in the post when he's posting up, or 4 could also go and back screen for player 1, who may be open for a lob. Something that will get shots inside as well as a few outside, because the idea behind an offense is not necessarily to totally destroy in the low post, because then they would just stack it with a 2-3 or a 1-4 like my book what I wrote. So there's multiple different options. Another option for a larger team at the middle school age will also be something similar to this, the 3-2. And basically, same idea as the box offense, which I really love. However, instead of this being a box, players 4 and 5 would screen down for players 2 and 3. It's not a box, but it's the same motion. These players will pop out. If they're open, hit them up, because this may be a switch in the low post, and in which case, you will have a mismatch in the low post. And because this is such a play where now they're still in a 3-2 offense, I personally like these offenses for the middle age or middle age group, because you can do similar things like this, where you could pass player 2 the ball and one could cut down to this low post. Technically, it's now moved from a 3-2 into almost like a triangle type of offense, as we see here. That was a horrible triangle. And then we would have player 3 pop up and 5 pop out, and now you're in a triangle offense. Now, a lot of coaches think that the triangle offense is very hard and difficult to run, especially at the younger age group, but you don't have to be like that. You don't have to make it seem really hard. They, at this point, don't necessarily know that this is a triangle. You don't even have to tell them this is a triangle. However, you could have now player 4 back screen on player 1, and he will now be open in the low post, what we hope. So how this play began was you had player 1 up top with the ball, players 3 and 2 out in the wings, and 4 and 5 in the low post. 1 passed the 2, 1 cut down here. These players cleared out, and now we got player 4's back screening for player 1. Simple offense. That's the main idea as well. Still in with the simple offenses, the 3-2. We could also have player 1 pass to player 3, who will then have player 5 pop out, and these 2 players could screen for player 2, and this would be a screen and roll. So 3 could either pass to player 2 for the shot, or 3 could pass to 2 and then pass to 4 for the layup. A double screen and roll. Nice and simple offenses once again. If you have a bigger team, try and get as many close shots as possible. If you have a smaller team, spread out the defense, especially if they're playing a zone defense. And if you spread out that offense, spread out that defense, you will be more successful trying to hit the player rolling towards the basket. As far as defense goes in basketball at the middle school age group, there's multiple different ways you could defend. You could go a zone, you can go man-to-man. A lot of coaches like the man-to-man because it teaches the player how to play defense. However, at this point in time, if your league allows you to play zone, play a simple 2-3. That is one of the defenses that most players will be playing in their career. This is the most used defense that you can possibly ever use in basketball. Now I've got a defense that's a 1-4, and that's a good option as well. This is something similar as to how it sets up. And I'm not going to tell you how it works, but basically, let me tell you, there's no scoring below this mark. The free throw line extended, there's no scoring at all. And there's a way of doing that, and if you check out that book, you'll know exactly how. As a coach, I would be running either the 1-4, which is obviously I am proficient at because I made it, and I have had a lot of coaches love it. The other option is a 2-3, and the other option is a man-to-man. So if you would like, obviously link is in the description below to get that book. But anyways, if you have liked this video, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe because I make new videos every single day for basketball. I hope to see you guys next time.